Hey everybody, I'm Becky Adams. Thanks for stopping by my YouTube channel today. Today I'm creating a layout that is over on the Scrapbook Expo blog. I'll make sure and put a link in the video description below so you can check out that blog post. But I'm using mostly brand new products today from the Creativation 2017. I've pulled a few different things to work with. The first thing, and most of what I will be using today, is from the Amy Tangerine On a Whim collection. And then I also have some puffy stickers from the new Jen Hadfield collection with pebbles. And then I have some older thickers. I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I have pre-cut my pattern papers. But before we get too far into the layout, I want to add a little bit of ink splatters. And I'm going to add some ink with just some inky black. This is an old Mr. Huey's collection. Any black spray mist would work, but I want the ink to just be on this white piece, and so that's why I'm doing this beforehand, is so I don't get it on my pattern papers. I wanted to use this green grid, and as you can see, I use this technique quite often, and I really like it for kind of grounding the layout at the bottom. Instead of cutting off the branding strip, I cut off a top, or a ½ inch off the top. And that just gave me a little pop of blue and it grounds the layout. I'm just going to go ahead and adhere this in the center. Okay, now I've got most of my background in place. I'm using just one photo today. And this is of my little guy. He's starting to lose all of his teeth. And so, anyway, that's just a photo that I snapped of him the other day when I was helping out in his classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and I have some scraps here. And these are all from the Amy Tangerine On a Whim collection. And what I did was I just went through and picked out all of this blue color, the dark blue, the light blue, and the green. And those are the colors that I'm sticking with for this project. So I went through, some of these come from full sheets of pattern paper, some of them come from cut aparts, some of them are from border strips. I just went through and found any blue and green that I could get a hold of in that collection. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and center this photo in the mat that I've pre-cut. Okay, so I've added just one layer behind that, and then I've decided that I think I want to add my white cardstock back in here. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and adhere that right there in the center. So you're not going to see a whole lot of this blue paper that's in the center. I wanted just a little bit peeking out on the sides. My photo, I'm thinking, is going to go about right here. And I've got a couple of different options with my title. The Toothless portion of the title, I put on wax paper, and then the smile portion comes from the puffy stickers from the Pebbles collection, and I just went ahead and cut that out with the packaging still attached to the back. And so I could put it right there, or it could go above my photo. I feel like if I put it up here, it's gonna kind of leave me with an awkward gap right there. But if I bring it down here, I don't have quite as awkward of a gap because I don't have something right under here. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of lay a few things out that I've got pulled here before I start adhering anything. And once again, I just went through the On a Whim collection and pulled out anything green or blue. So I'm thinking something like this might work. I'm not sure about the cactus there. I like the pop of green. I think I actually might feel better about it if I switch this. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start building my layers. I'm kind of doing this a little bit backwards from how I usually do it. And I'm building kind of my embellishment clusters before I attach them to the page. So I'm thinking I'm going to add in a few more strips of pattern paper right over here to kind of fill in that white gap right there. Not that every little space has to be filled in, but I do like the look of layers around the photo. When I'm creating, I want it's different for everyone, but I want the reader's eye to go directly to the photo first and everything else secondary. So I always like to make sure that the first thing that your eye sees is the photo. Okay, so I'm really liking this, how this this is all coming together. So I'm going to go ahead and start sticking a lot of this in place. I'm just going to go ahead and actually I need to adhere this little circle beforehand. And I'm going to tuck that just right behind just that first layer. And then I want it on top of everything else. And I'm going to go ahead and just put adhesive on the back of this whole thing, all those layers. And put that into place. I do want to make sure that I have the photo put on the layout straight. So I'm going to go ahead, and this is my new favorite tool, you guys. This is the laser square from We Are Memory Keepers, and you can just go ahead and hopefully you can see that line there on camera, this red line. And if I go ahead and just line my photo up right with that, then it's perfectly straight and I didn't have to measure a thing. Isn't that awesome? I'm going to go ahead and adhere, well, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off for just a minute and put a few more embellishments in place. I'm going to go ahead and put that blue heart right in there. And you know what, before I get actually this little circle too full, I'm going to go ahead and add my date stamp. And then I'm going to add this little black, this came from the chipboard thickers from the On a Whim collection. And I am going to add a little bit of adhesive, liquid adhesive on the back of that. And just go ahead and cluster that those two hearts right together. Then I'm going to go ahead and tuck this cactus into place. And I think I want him to just go right there. And I'm going to go ahead just with my fine line glue bottle and put a little bit of liquid adhesive. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the camera here. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn my laser square on one more time and put my letter stickers into place. Okay, so now that I've got the the black thickers in place for my title, I'm gonna go ahead and add this blue smile puffy sticker. So now I've got my title and my date, my photo, all in place. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my laser square here and move that out of the way. And then about the only thing that I have left that I want to add to this layout is, of course, the journaling. And I printed my journaling out just onto some white, just white copy paper. And I was thinking that I could fit it right under there, but I actually think that here at the top is going to be a better option. One thing I did want to ask you guys, and I don't know, it's just something that I've noticed. I've noticed lately that there are more and more scrapbook pages being created without journaling. And while I think that that's totally fine, you know, to each their own, and it's your own creative process, I'm just curious why people aren't including journaling. So if you're one of those that doesn't include journaling, I'm just curious as to why, because journaling is so important to me that I think it's interesting when people don't include it. So anyway, so with that, I think I'm gonna call that one finished. I really like how this one turned out. It's a really I probably shouldn't say cute because it's a boy layout, but I really like how this collection on a whim can work for so many different things. You know, it's obviously kind of more of a tropical vacation themed collection, but it really was easy for me to just pull it together to make kind of an everyday boy layout. So once again, thank you guys for stopping by and for watching my videos. It makes me so happy to hear from you guys and to see that you're enjoying the videos that I put out there. So if you have any questions or comments, make sure to leave them in the notes below. And I've gotten a little bit behind on responding to comments, but I'm getting back into the swing of things, and so I'll get those questions and comments answered. And I think that's all. If you guys haven't already, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also if you would give me the thumbs up if this is the type of video that you would like to see. I'd appreciate that. So not only do I know what you guys like to see, but also YouTube knows as well. So thanks again, and I'll see you again soon.